Hello and welcome back to our series on creating a Python app to extract data from Jira using the REST APIs. So today is the fun day. This is where we get to save our data into a CSV file so other users and tools can have at it. And I'm going to just get right started with it. First of all, I'm going to comment that out because we don't need to see all of our data. We don't need to scroll past it each time anymore. So there we go. All right, so now from this one, escape B to give me a new line below. And I'm going to call it save to file. Escape B to give me a new line. Here's where we get to use the pandas library, and that is something we imported above. I haven't talked about it yet. This is the first time we're using it here. You probably already know about it. It's pretty much the standard Python library for doing any kind of data analysis, and it has some great data structures, and two in particular. It has well, data frame and series. Now series is just not just, but it's an indexed array. It's useful. It's great, but I'm interested in data frame here. Data frame takes your data and stores it in sort of a two-dimensional format like a spreadsheet, which is very easy to conceptualize, very easy to do analysis with, and it has two really nice functions as well. So the first function is called read JSON data, which means it will create a data frame from some JSON, and we have a bit of JSON right here. The second function that's useful is it has two CSV. It will take a data frame and convert that to CSV format. So it basically does all of our work for us right here. All we need to do is create one, which I'll do. I'll call it df equals, now I abbreviated pandas as PD up top, so read JSON. And we're going to pass it in my records, but we need that to be dumped. So I'll do JSON dumps my records. So that's the first parameter it takes. It takes a string of JSON. The second thing it takes is orient, which is a parameter that specifies the format that the JSON is in. In our case, we have basically a spreadsheet format. Each record inside our records array corresponds nicely to a row in a spreadsheet, and that's called the records layout. So I will label it. There we go, and I'd like to see the output from that, so I could just do df. Why do I do print all the time? And let's run that. And there it is. There's our data loaded into a data frame, nicely displayed for us. It looks good. Whoops, too much scrolling. We don't need to see it anymore. Okay, so we have this data frame set up. Everything looks good. Let's put it into a CSV file. So that's the pandas to CSV function. But before I do that, I do want to, like I said when I started this series, and it's the reason I imported time and datetime is because I like to put timestamps on my files. So let's create a timestamp first, and I'll just call it my timestamp. And that is going to be datetime from timestamp. We used time.time, and we want to format it. str format time, strf time. And the format that we want to give it is basically from big to small. So we'll start off with the 4-digit year, and then give it the 2-digit month and the 2-digit day. Then maybe I'll separate the date from the time with an underscore there, and we'll give it the hours, minutes, and even seconds. That looks good. Close that off. So there's our timestamp. Now we're ready to do it. So df to CSV. That's our data frame to CSV. We're calling, okay, to CSV. We have our export directory. To CSV takes a file name, basically, a file path. And our file name will be records with an underscore, and we'll append onto that my timestamp. CSV. That is basically it. What I want to do before I run it, though, is pull up that directory, the downloads directory that we created earlier, so we can watch the magic happen. Run all. Ah, there it is. Let's open that up with Excel. And that is really it. We have done it successfully. We saved our data off into a CSV file. And that wraps up the whole series, really. We have accomplished our mission. We logged into Jira. We requested some data, and then we saved that data to file. It's all very simple, very few lines of code here. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can use this as a starting point to develop some of your own applications or bring your own data in. I hope you have enjoyed this and gotten some good ideas from it, and I will see you next time. Bye.